Odilog Sports Info here, back with another vid for you guys. Yeah, y'all, hit that subscribe, like, bell icon so y'all can be notified of this reel. Because y'all know, Odilog keeps it real. Yeah, you guys, I'm up a little early this morning, and, you know, a video came across my timeline, right? And the video is of Fred from Barbershop Conversations, right? All in Victor Conte face, right? See, this is what I say. This is what I've been saying, right? These Earl Spence Jr. fanboys, they go overboard, right? They always take it to the fucking extreme, right? So, Sean Porter, Devin Haney, Boots Ennis, Boo Boo Andrade, Mikey Garcia, who else? J. Rock Williams, Louis King Kong Ortiz, all of these people have been with Snack, right? All of these people have worked with Victor Conte, right? All of these people work for Victor Conte, but Fred from Barbershop Conversations wait until Terrence Crawford is working with Victor Conte to get all up in this man's face and accuse him of cheating. So wait, Fred, wait. So you didn't do it with Sean Porter. You didn't do it with Devin Haney, and you support Devin Haney. So you wait till Terrence Bud Crawford get with Snack. Now you want to run up on Victor Conte? This is what I be telling y'all. But they say that the Terrence Bud Crawford fans take it overboard. They say we take it overboard. But this man has literally made an ass out of his fucking self. I want y'all to think about that. Fred's about 50 years old, running around trying to be some type of fake black power dude. Sit your ass down, man. Why you didn't run up in Victor Conte's face when he was in Snack for Sean Porter? Because it's clearly on his shorts. It's clearly on Sean Porter's shorts. I think it's on Sean Porter's shorts too. I want y'all to understand the level of delusion that these Earl Spence Jr. fans have. And then when you go to his comments section, right? Because this just popped up on my, on my recommendation. So I'm like, what the hell? Was guess probably because I've been doing videos on Victor Conte, right? So I look at it, right? And I'm gonna share a little bit of it with y'all. I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Basically accused him of Birdo, right? He accused him of fighters that wasn't even around him. Fred accused Victor Conte of fighters testing positive that wasn't even around him. They was going away from his camp for 6 months, 7 months. And then they pop dirty and then they want to blame Victor Conte. What is up with these dudes? You can't. But they say that we take it overboard. The Terrence Crawford fans, they say we go too far. This dude has literally made a fucking idiot out of himself. Right? You think that that's going to get you in the good graces of Earl Spence Jr.? By hanging on his sack like that? What's wrong with you, man? You a grown-ass fucking man. But since Crawford in it, now I just told y'all. I just told y'all the other day what they was gonna do. I just said it. They're about to blow this Victor snack out of proportion. Out of proportion, even though one of their favorite fighters is in it, Devin Haney. Even though one of their favorite fighters that they support all the time is in the shit. Right? Shout out to Iron King. Okay, now what you say, bro? Guess Fred moved from Wilder. Now he hanging. Oh, yeah, bro. Bro, man, he's weird. I never seen no shit like that in my life. The dude is weird. Right? Let me share a piece of the video, right? And this is for educational purposes only. You feel what I'm saying? This is for educational purposes only. So you can't flag my video. And I'm not going to play your whole video. I went to the middle. If y'all guys want to look at it, you know, you go to his channel and look at it.
I try to help, but trying to stick it on me that everything he does is attached to me, that's bullshit. I'll tell you straight up.
Well,
you're wrong for having that attitude.
But you did the same thing to Andre Berto. You said, "Oh, it wasn't." It was.
But that's exactly the truth. He had camp at Snack. He moved to Los Angeles. He tore his bicep. He went into 6 months of rehab. Then he moved to Winter Haven, Florida. I hadn't seen him for 6 to 8 months, and he tests positive, and it's my fault.
But that's a consistent theme with your athletes. 2000.
I'll tell you this, you're looking at the cleanest guy in boxing, okay? Right now. Okay? Who do you know that has sponsored over 20 boxers and paid for them to be in VOD 24/7, 365? Nobody but me.
Money has nothing to do with being clean or not being clean.
See, you see how he deflected the question? See, like, you see how he deflected? You see how he deflected? Instead of answering the question, money doesn't mean everything. No, answer the question. Name one person that's in boxing that sponsors 20 fighters, that pays for VADA, right? That pays for their VADA 24/365. See, you didn't answer that question, Fred. See, you just deflected to money. But money doesn't mean everything. Huh? What are you talking about? He wasn't talking about money. He said he's the cleanest man in boxing, and then he said how he's the cleanest man in boxing. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't answer the question. You deflected, right? You just made a fucking idiot out of yourself, bro. You just made an idiot out of yourself. So at this point, is a fighter no longer a Conti fighter? And exactly, bro. Like, he got to be, man, like, I guess that Victor Conti, he on the hook for these fighters. Shit, like, once they sign up with Victor Conti, right, he responsible for them. Even though they can get away from him for 8 months, right? They can leave him for 6 months, have a shoulder injury, move from California to Florida, right? Be away from him to 6 to 8 months, and then when he popped dirty, it's Victor Conte's fault. Fred is a clown, bro. Fred is a straight up bozo. Straight up bozo. But they say we take it too far, right? They say we take it too far. But I want people to remember this. Let me share this. See, now this is not a new thing with Victor Conti and Errol Spence Jr., right? He been on Earl. Look, my understanding, and I want y'all to look, November 8th, 2018. Remember, he fought Mikey, I think, March of 2019, right? My understanding is that there was a genuine push for VADA testing for the Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. fight, and it was denied by the A side. Go figure. Boxing deserves leadership that supports clean sport, and especially in these more challenging type fight cases. Right? So Earl Spence Jr. didn't want to do VADA for Mikey Garcia. He didn't want to do VADA for Mikey Garcia. You feel what I'm saying? Man, so this is what Mikey Garcia went to go and do. Right? So this is what Mikey Garcia did. Right? And I'm about to show you what Mikey Garcia did since Earl Spence Jr. didn't want to get VADA. Right? Since Earl Spence Jr., he didn't want to do VADA. Right? This is what Mikey Garcia did. And you seen that date. Right? You seen that date, November 18th. Right? This is what Mikey Garcia did. Right? But Mikey Garcia, he went to Victor Conte. Look. Earl Spence Jr., Mikey Garcia will be tested by VADA ahead of welterweight title. And look who he went to. Look, he went to Conte. Look, Garcia is working with strength and conditioning guru Victor Conte in the Bay Area as he builds himself into a full-fledged 147-pounder. Right? And once he went to Victor Conte, what happened? He had to start VADA testing. Earl Spence Jr., remember, I just showed you the tweet that he turned down VADA testing in November. So Mikey Garcia went Victor Conte. And Victor Conte put Mikey Garcia in VADA, which means that Earl Spence Jr. had to get in VADA. So it been suspicious about Earl Spence Jr. Right? It been suspicious. And this is what he said. He said, it's cool. I wouldn't train with Conte. Spence told Ring Mang on Sunday. The Tiger don't change his stripes too many times. He want to train with him, so I don't know. I heard he was trying to take shots at me on Twitter. We doing VADA testing. They originally wanted USADA. We told them no. It has to be VADA. Conte told the Ring. Mikey said he would pay for both fighters so Earl wouldn't drag his heels. In the past, there are people who will drag their heels. They're supposed to do 6 weeks. Let's say, then there are 4. Then it's 3 or 4 or 5. Fighters will be tapering off or making sure that the metabolicals before they enroll. Yeah, like, you feel what I'm saying? So, man, so basically what it was, Earl Spence Jr. So basically what it was is that Earl Spence Jr. tried to get out of VADA testing with Mikey. Mikey said, fuck that. He was Victor Conte. Victor Conte paid for both of their ass to get in VADA. And Earl Spence Jr. had to take VADA. Right? And if he would have took VADA, he would have had to drop the he would have had to he would have had to forfeit the fight with Mikey Garcia. You feel what I mean? So this been going on. This ain't nothing new. And that's why Victor Conte is on Earl Spence Jr. head, because he has done suspicious shit in the past. And that's a fact. He signed up late for the Kell Brook fight. He signed up for VADA late for that fight. But if it was any other fighter, this shit would be getting highlighted. I don't understand how this guy just get a pass. If it was any other fighter, you see how You see how Terrence Bud Crawford is getting highlighted just because he working with Snack, right? Victor Conte is getting harassed now, right? He being harassed by a damn lunatic, right? He being harassed by a lunatic who got an obsession with Earl Smith Jr., like he got an obsession with Wilder. These dudes are, I don't know what's wrong with these guys, but they say we take it too far. They say that the Terrence Bud Crawford fans, we go overboard. Right? You don't see no Crawford fans running up on people and doing crazy shit. You don't see us doing it. Right? Because we don't have to do all this extra shit for the fighter that we like. We believe in our fighter. And we know he gonna whoop Earl Smith Jr. ass if they ever fight. Right? It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. He's just a better all-around fighter. We have confidence in Crawford. The Earl sexuals, they don't have confidence in Earl. Y'all don't see that? They make every excuse in the book. They don't, I mean, like, they're not confident in him. They're not. That's why with this stoppage with Ugas, they still showing a picture of Ugas, right, with his eye swole. Ugas' eye don't look like that no more. Ugas can see out of both of his eyes. So why do y'all keep on showing this picture with his eye on, just, right? It's just to make it look extra for Earl Smith Jr. Yeah, man, but they take it overboard. This shit is crazy. Man, like to see that video in my recommendation, I'm like, who the hell is this? I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? This is for educational purposes only. I'm like, what is this? I don't want to play the first little part. I'll let y'all go and look at that. Man, I want to play.
But people do things on their own. I can't follow you around every single day and make sure you got the right attitude. So I try to help, but trying to stick.
Exactly, though. You just heard what he said. I can't follow you around every day and make sure you got the right attitude. All I can do is put you in the program and hope you do what you're supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? And if people don't know, Triple G got kicked out of the program before because he didn't want to do what he had to do. He was lazy. And Victor Conte kicked his ass out.
Sticking on me that everything he does is attached to me. That's bullshit. I'll tell you straight up.
Well,
you're wrong for having that attitude.
But you did the same thing to Andre Berto. You said, "Oh, it wasn't." It was.
But that's exactly the truth. He had camp at Snack. He moved to Los Angeles. He tore his bicep. He went into 6 months of rehab. Then he moved to Winter Haven, Florida. I hadn't seen him for 6 to 8 months, and he tested positive, and it's my fault.
But that's a consistent theme with your athletes. 2000.
You're looking at the clean.
Hold on, did you just hear that? But that's a consistent theme with your athletes. Like, you just sounded stupid, bro. He just told you this. This man just told you he moved out of state. He moved from one state to another, tore his bicep. Haven't seen him for 6 to 8 months. But that's a consistent thing with your. Hey, man. Now y'all see why Kenny Porter did what he did to this guy, right? Right? Now y'all see why Kenny Porter did what he did to Fred. You feel what I'm saying? Now y'all see. I mean, for real. Now y'all see why he did that to Fred, man. And Fred kind of deserved that shit, bro. right? Because Victor Conti, it's like, bro, like, why are you running up in this man's face, man? Now, this shit is out of control at this point, right? But he think, you know, oh, man, he's going to get all these. Come on, bro. You need to sit your ass down, man, at this point. Yeah, you guys, but, man, I'm going to leave it there, man. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. I'm going to probably be back with another one after a few hours from now. I'm gone. It's sad.